What are you joking about? Just messing around on some printer repairs. Anybody here? Sure, bud. Yeah. Okay, that's a loose screw. This is worry about that right now. So I need to do my hot end fix. Let's see. Actually, let's get that and go ahead and do the tint tower. That would make sense. Let's see. Mm. Mm. Yeah, like Why is it so freaking noisy? Mm. Oh, that looks nice. They're like fan room. Oh, Arch cooling fan makes a big difference. Hey, I'm back. What? Okay. Pretty at 190 degrees. Trying to do a temp tower. I didn't realize that my fan wasn't working. I had to solder a new wire onto it, or resolder the wire. Couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I realized last night, partway into a long print, so I let it go. Fixed it this morning. I am using GST 3D filament. I really like their filament, and they run a special on them. Now, this is not a sponsored video. This is not sponsored by them or anything. I've got a lot of GST 3D filament, partly because of the price, partly because I like it. So, I'm going to be doing some reviews on it before long. I think I figured out my temperature, what I wanted at, so I don't need to waste any filament. If I go any lower, quality is going to drop back off, and who knows, I might get a clog. Nobody likes a clog. And I will be right back.
Dance on there?
Hey, what's up? You're my first guest. Or my first viewer. So, yeah, I got a piece of crap Logitech 200 webcam. Trying to make do with that. Had to do some work on the printer. By the way, can you hear me all right? Oh, sorry, Frank. Had to do some work on here. You're all right, man. You are the man. So, yeah, I've just been messing around. Didn't realize that a wire had broke on my parts cooling fan. So I had to solder that back on. So I just run the temp test. I'm down to lower than I need to be, I think. I don't know. This filament looks like it prints best between 185 and 190. Somewhere between 185 and 195. So I'm not used to this streaming thing. I am using GST 3D filament. Not sure if you've heard of them. I saw that they were running a good deal once on a Facebook post or something. So, whoop, trying to figure all this out. Okay. I like GST 3D filament. This is not sponsored by them, by the way. I already said that once. If you weren't here, I don't think. I'm going to stop that for you. So 185 degrees is too cool for this filament, but 190 looks pretty good. I got some filament, looks good. Yeah, I did have some problems with some of my spools, and got a hold of them. They're really, I like their filament. I really like their customer service. Been working with them to resolve some issues. I got the 10-pack deal a couple of times. The second time mainly is when I had my biggest issues with quality, and they did acknowledge they were having problems, and they're working with me to get things straightened out. So I like that company. Yeah, the first one I got was the 10 for $12 a piece, and shortly after, well, I don't know. Yeah, shortly after that, sometime they dropped it, and thought, man, I got to get that again, because like I said, I like their filament, and what a deal. I am on a delay. I'm watching the live feed instead of from the studio, I guess. Anyway, smile. Let's see here. Yeah, being this is my first stream, I thought just not advertise it or anything, share it or whatever, but whoever shows up, shows up. So I appreciate you showing up. And I really appreciate the help with the board, Dan. You the man. Trying to get that A8 running. Having some problems there. I know a lot of people, most people, use tweezers or even pliers or snips to clean their nozzle tip. We talk about running abrasive through the tips. I always thought, well, then why would I want to rub something abrasive on the outside? So I use piece paper. Piece paper works great. It really cleans it well. Whereas a stiff object or even a brush is going to be abrasive on it. Nice clean stream. don't have to worry about it spitting out the side unless I get a clog or something. Forgot to put my filament cleaner back on there after I changed filament. Don't have a sponge, so I took a piece of cloth, put it inside there and sandwich that in. Seems to work. Hey Mike, what's happening? My first stream. Just about to get another print going. Had to do some work on my CR10 and let's see, what am I printing? I've got a product that I've started printing and selling. I don't know if you're familiar with the cyclonic herb grinder. Well, it's I'll tell you about it shortly. Happy Friday to you. Hello, hello. Thanks for stopping in. Getting ready to get this print going here. Lower that down to 195. So this is my CR10 that I got used. It was an original release. Nice to see you too. Yeah, me too, Mike. Yeah. So what's everybody doing? You guys are working. I'm not. I'm off today. I should be getting in more hours. At the moment, I am not. And there we go. You got the Easy ABL auto bed leveling on here. I always babysit the first few seconds anyway is very babysat. Nice clean start. Sweet. We are rolling. Check. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. So, what I'm printing is called the cyclonic herb grinder. Actually been using it in some cooking, some baking. We've been, using fresh herbs and whatnot. This was not designed by me. It is not available on the internet anymore unless somebody happens to have it. I've talked to the guy. He lives outside of Vancouver, British Columbia. Yeah, outside of Vancouver. This is what he designed. You can put your fresh herbs in there, right into your mixing bowl. I did design a stand for it, the holder, so you can leave it on the stand and grind right through it, or you can take it out of the cradle and use it. I also, hey, thanks, Carl. Appreciate that. I also have a canister that I found on Thingiverse. Don't remember the specifics on it right now, but I did modify it. And that, let's see, we get turned correctly. I added a tube inside to hold a toothpick. Pull that out. Pulls right out. And maybe you can see the tube in there. There's also an extra toothpick inside. So, and then the top screws right down on there. Voila. Nice little set. I got the cyclonic herb grinder and herb canister. This was designed by Beta Things. Let me get a different one. Maybe you can see it better. We got a pink one that's assembled. What happened? Okay, I'm still there. My chat popped out here. Not that far. Okay. Sorting out kids, 5 p.m. in the UK. Hey, cool. My tables are actually steel racking from Menard's Home Improvement. We got the 3-foot high for this side. It's 4 foot wide, and then the other section is 6 foot tall and another 4 foot wide. So I got a shelf up there. I got the table level, and then I've got a lower level. You can see I've got gasketed totes that I keep my filament in. It seems to work pretty well. I have actually taken filament that was damaged, moisture damaged, put them in those, either leave them sitting half covering a register in the winter, or in the summer I'll leave it sitting in the sun. And it might stay locked, closed up for months at a time. I had some filament that I purchased from someone locally off at Facebook Marketplace. Said it was a whole roll of pink filament, Inland brand, so for Micro Center. The picture, it looked like it was sealed. Well, come to find out, I picked it up. It was almost a full roll, and it was not sealed. It was about a year old when she got it. And when I got it, I tried it, and it spat and sputtered at me. And I put it in a tote, and man, that stuff printed great. I don't know if you can see. I got it upside down, I think. I don't know. Beta Things. Anyway, the filament prints great now. I wish I had another roll of this. Let's see. Crappy camera. Sorry, it says Beta Things on it. BETA. things. So yeah, anyway, seems to be a market in my area for these. I'm getting with, I've gotten with a store, a local tobacco store. Also going to try a local food, whatever. We do have a farmer's market in town. Thought about, printing up other stuff. As you can see, you never know what I might print. This herb grinder is not assembled yet, so it comes apart like this. There's a ring that accepts airsoft 6mm airsoft pellets. It then fits upon this ring here for the body of it. It rolls in there. This comes up. This other ring comes up over the handle. You put this in here and snap locks together. So I might show you that off for a minute. Like I said, unless you were one of the lucky ones to catch this design online, it ain't there no more. I got a hold of the designer, and I had licensing rights or permissions, I guess you'd say, to print and sell. He was thrilled that somebody liked his design well enough. Man, I am out of coffee. So this print is, all the pieces for the grinder as well as the canister and the lid. Yeah, I see people with shelves or specially made racks for all their filament, and it's kept out. Now I realize some people are set up in a climate controlled room, have the humidity as low as they can get it, but not everybody. So they're leaving all this exposed forever. I try not to leave mine out more than a day after the print. Sometimes I'll forget to put one in for a day. Usually I put them away right away. So, yeah, I have several hobbies, or have had over the years, if anybody is interested. And can you hear me all right? What? You want? You want to go out? I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you, Mike. So, yeah, I've got a right there, back there is my A8. It's, yeah, right in there. I got that March of 17, I think. Yeah. And it's been a good printer until recently. If it ain't broke, fix it till it is. I wanted it, my biggest issue was the bed, the unevenness, the whatever. I have a 4 millimeter thick piece of glass on it. I've got 2 screws. No, I got 3 screws holding the bed on instead of 4. All 4 corners have one off. So what I did was, when I got some stuff to upgrade this, I also got some stuff to upgrade the A8. I got a new bed carriage. I got belts, the steel reinforced belts. And first thing I did was change the bed carriage, the Y carriage. Let's see what else. Oh, and then I put those belts on, those white ones, and I started printing. I've never seen it vibrate so bad. You live in Virginia. I don't know, it's a caravan. My closet fulfillment to get rid of it. Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea. We got a closet right here. But yeah, that'd be nice. And by the way, furniture companies, places where you can go buy furniture, all their furniture, or most of it, the sofas, love seats, chairs, they have big packets of desiccant. Let me show you. So most of them are this size. Okay, nice plump full pack there. Another one, different brand, I guess, but again, same size. And then sometimes there's these. Now, I would say it's probably 3 of these smaller ones in there, but there's room for a lot more. But furniture companies, they get their furniture in, and this stuff is in there, and they throw it away. So I've got 3 totes, and I've got, I don't know how many bags of these in there. Commercial equipment. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that come with big packs of desiccant, and that's awesome. And I think you were in here when I was talking about it. Some old filament. Uh, put it in the tote along with some PET G, I think it was, and that was last summer. I put it in there, and it was in the sun every day, and now it prints great. My friends on the I've never tried the oven thing. Never tried it. So, if you got 40 or 50, 60 of those packets in one of those totes, now I realize they don't actively draw moisture out of the filament. But if you're heating that tote over time, at those low heating temperatures, I understand it's going to take a while, but evidently it works because, like I said, I put that in the hey, red light, what's up? But put it in there, and I did not open that tote for, I know, 3 months, just because I had another tote that I was using filament out of. And now I say I didn't open it for that long. I didn't use it until a couple of weeks ago. And it was the beginning of last summer that I got it. But I put it in there, regular settings, and it printed like a dream. So didn't have any stringing issues. Wasn't spitting and sputtering at me anymore. Red light, I appreciate you stopping in. My first live stream. So I got hobbies other than 3D printing. I like do-it-yourself electronics. Started with a sound to light DIY soldering kit, and I've got a Hicktop CR10, and back there somewhere, I've got a 88 branded Omni 3D, but it's a A8 essentially. And up until recently, my A8 was really good. Most of the time, just had the bed issue, which I was talking about. That thanks. I've done some upgrades on this one. The A8 I've had for about 4 years, and until recently, like a month ago, it had never been hooked up to a computer. So no thermal runaway protection, none of it. Never been plugged in. Unless did I have to flash that? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. It was already set up. Anyway, so I went to upgrade it. Don't fix it. Or, yeah, if it ain't broke, fix it till it is. If you keep filament sealed up with desiccant, it stays dry. Even nylon, I have great luck with. I don't often try to dry the filament, but I bake it. Yeah, I've never baked the desiccant either. So when it turns dark, it's time to cook it, or I think that's right. When it turns dark, it needs emptied. Or is it dark when it's dry and ready to go? I don't know. I'll wait for an answer. Anyway, so I put the new belts on that I got for the A8, and it vibrated so bad I thought that acrylic was going to break. Took those belts off, put the old ones back on, the original belts, and the vibration went away. They were supposed to be GT2 belts. Now, let's see, I have a GT2 pulley on the front. Is the pulley that's on the motor itself, is that not, or did I just get a crappy belt? So anyway, I returned that. But then I wanted to enable thermal runaway. I thought, it's 4 years old. I've been lucky all this time. I'm kind of OCD about hooking up wires. Always have been. So, evidently I built it well. But I flashed TH3D Unified 2 for Melzi boards on there. And so when I was, and I don't think that it was doing this before, and I'm not blaming it on their firmware. I may have done something wrong, but so I flashed the firmware on there. Well, the very first thing I noticed was that while the screen was reading properly, it came up, it showed the TH3D splash screen. It said Stanley is ready to print, or Stanley ready. His name, the A8 is Stanley, and this is Sally. That's a story for another stream. But since I did some stuff to it, I thought, well, I'm going to run a calibration E-step test for the extruder. And, I thought I better check it if I need to adjust it. You get the point. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and just kind of off and on. Well, it was off by about 35 steps, or 35 millimeters, I'm sorry. So I did the calculations on the TH3D calculator, put those in. It wasn't much different. Did it again, and then as I'm watching this, because I'm thinking, something's not right. I'm watching this 100 millimeters of filament feeding through, and I noticed that the extruder motor was slowing down and then speeding back up. It wasn't skipping. I had it nice and hot, so there was little pressure, back pressure on it, so it'd flow nice. It didn't skip. It didn't stop. It slowed down intermittently. It would be flowing fine and slow down, speed back up, slow down, and so I don't know what's going on. I am assuming it's a hardware issue. I don't know. I did have some problems flashing it the second time. After using the TH3D firmware, I thought, well, maybe it's not compatible. This is a version 1 board on there. I thought, well, it says it should work, but let me try putting Marlin. Well, actually, I wanted to put the very same software or the firmware on there that it came with, because it worked fine all those, for almost 4 years. And turns out I don't have the original file. I have, or the original firmware. I had copied all the files from my SD card, or maybe it came with an SD card. Put all those files into a folder and never touched them. Still have it, and it wasn't in there. So I went to Marlin, downloaded the latest Marlin firmware, followed their instructions. I'm uploading or flashing the bootloaders with an Arduino Uno, and I got it flashed back over to Marlin, and it was doing the same thing. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's a stepper motor going out. I don't know. I don't know what it is, or a driver going bad. Like I said, I had some problems flashing a couple of times, but it was more in the software. Each time that it said it uploaded, it's acted right. But the problems I was having was more in the IDE. Anyway, followed all the directions, watched the directions first, read any, watched any that I needed to, and then I watched them again while performing these steps. So I don't know. I guess I might need to get another board for it. I don't know. I know the ANET version was at 1.7. Supposed to be a good board for that. Definitely be an upgrade, but right now I can't afford it. I've been off on medical leave, and can't afford it. So if anybody has any ideas on what to do, the extruder issue started when I flashed new firmware. So all I wanted to do, actually, I first started off. That's when I first found out. Jump into the world of Clipper. I've heard of it. I've seen videos, but I've never watched them. How much is a board for Clipper, or is that just the firmware? I missed what the extruder is doing. It is during my 100mm extrusion for the E-step calibration. I noticed that it kept giving me crazy readings, and so I watched it the entire time for 100mm. Well, it didn't spit out 100mm, or didn't feed 100mm. It was about 35 to 40mm short. Did the adjustments using the TH3D E-step calculator, flashing with or uploading, making adjustments with Prana Face, and as I'm watching it feed for this test, all of a sudden I realized that, hey, it's feeding good, but then, for maybe 10 seconds, 12 seconds, and then it slows down. So it's feeding well, slows down, and it's kind of a gradual slowdown within, it takes probably 2 seconds for it to slow down, almost to a stop. It's not skipping. I had the temperature up so that I would have good flow for the test. It's not skipping. It's not abruptly stopping. It slows down for 5 seconds, something like that, and then it speeds back up to what I assume would be the normal speed for another 10, 12 seconds, and it'll slow down again. After I noticed that, instead of running a test, making the adjustment, running the test, making the adjustment. I ran the test and I ran the test again. And I did that like 3 or 4 times in a row. And let's see, I do not know if I have pressure advance enabled. Huh. Maybe. That's definitely something to check. No one has mentioned that. I've asked a lot of people about this. Thank you. I will check that. So yeah, run the test 3 or 4 times in a row and get a different reading every time. Pi for clipper, not. Let's see. Let me read what you typed here. Clipper. You just need a pin for clipper. It will work with most any board, so it's just the firmware. You have pressured. Let me try to pull that up in short order here. Unified 2 for ramps. Oh, for Melody. Sorry. There we go. Make sure I'm in the right one here. Oh, see here. So yes, this is for my 8.8. Now that was pressure advance. I am in my configuration H file using VS Code, and I searched for pressure advance, and I got pressure typed in, and I have no result. Nothing for pressure. I did check my VREFs. I checked the power supply first, and it seemed like it wasn't that it was significantly low. I think I want to say set from the factory, and I read that it could be up to whatever. I didn't adjust it up very high, but I made it like 12.4. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I did adjust it a little bit. There's only one. Adjust. Am I still there? I was offline for a second. There's only one pot for the ANET board, at least for the V1, and it read, I want to say 0.792, which from what I gathered was about right. M900, it was okay. There are so many M codes and G codes and whatever, I don't know. So I appreciate that. That was M900. Oh, well, let's see. I don't have it hooked up. Hold on. Let me get over there and do that. Let's see. Okay. Okay. M900. Unknown command. M900. Let me double check that. Yeah, M900. I don't. Sent M900 echo unknown command M900. So I guess that means it's not set. Um, so I must not have that enabled. If it were enabled, it would tell me what it was. Okay. So does that mean it's not, that is not the problem, or should I enable it? All right. See you, red light. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Hey, I got to run out here real quick. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Correct. It's not linear advance. It's calling it. Okay. I just don't know. Now, yeah, I don't know what's doing it. Hmm. I don't know. I'm at a loss. So, until I figure this out, my A8 is out of commission. Maybe that stepper or motor. I've thought about doing that. I guess that would not be a bad idea to do. It would let me know at least if it's my motor. I'm not sure how I would check the driver. I don't know what pins to put my probes on if I were to use a multimeter. But yeah, so let's see if I swap motors and use that driver, and it does it, then it could be the driver, or it could be the firmware. It is the stock board from 4 years ago. So it's got some age on it. It's got some time on it. Is there a M code to send to find out the amount? Well, I flashed it so it would have wiped out how much time I've used, right? And oh, and that's another thing. This is a major part of this issue. Since I flashed TH3D firmware the very first time, the first thing I noticed was that while I could control it from pronter face, I could print from pronter face, heat it up, baby step, the whole 9 yards. I don't have any control at the board. The board is on. It shows me what's going on. I push the center main, the menu button, and it goes to the first menu. But no matter what I push, no, wait, I can scroll down, I can scroll up through the first set of options. But if I try to push on, try to select any of those options, it goes back to the home screen, the info screen. So I can't do anything at the printer. It all has to be done through pronter face. So that also indicates to me that it's more of a software issue or a main board altogether, rather than a stepper driver or a stepper motor. That was a very big part of the equation, I am sure. The first time I flashed it, TH3D, Unified 2 for the ANAT. That sounds like a Marlin issue for sure. Something not configured correctly. That's what I thought. So I went back and I re-downloaded a whole new TH3D firmware, Unified 2 for the ANET boards. And I even went as far as to uninstall Arduino, my Arduino IDE, to make sure there was nothing going on, nothing left from what I did. And I re-downloaded, I flashed the TH3D firmware. First I did the ANET 1.0 OptiBoot bootloader, did the correct TH3D firmware flash, and again I have no control at the board. I did the same thing with Marlin. I uninstalled, reinstalled, flash, went into the VS Code and did the Marlin build, and again, Hey Mike, I appreciate it. If you happen to think anything, tell me. Let me know, please. But yeah, take care. Appreciate you stopping in. Gave me something to do for my first stream. And we'll see you next time. I'm going to have to end this stream anyway. We've got some errands to run. Maybe get cleaned up first. I won't be out long, trust me. That's a whole nother story. I will talk to everyone later. If you happen upon this stream after the fact, thanks for stopping in. Thanks to my first viewers, Dan from DB3D. We had Mike 3DP over in the UK stopped in. Carl Fenton, wished us a happy Friday. And yeah, Red Light stopped in. Appreciate that, Red Light. Seen you, talk to you in other forum or streams. All right, again, thanks for the first stream. Appreciate you guys. Happy printing. High five. Let's see. I don't remember some of the others. Until next time.